What's good, y'all? It's currently Sunday. It's early evening. I'm over here walking to the basketball court. We're about to go put in some work. I gotta update y'all, man. I just went to my it was a recent summer practice that I had went to for my college. And y'all know I'm in FNU and shit. I'm not gonna lie, I gotta work on my conditioning. Got to. I was saying, y'all, I gotta work on my conditioning and shit. My conditioning right now is terrible. And also overall, I gotta work on my game overall. So I'm over here walking to the courts right now. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm gonna try to start with, I wanted to start with some layups, the basics. Then we're gonna move on to mid-range jumpers. And I'm trying to shoot the ball today like crazy. So we in summer now, man, so I gotta put in the work. I gotta work for my spot. It's a lot of guards, so I gotta stand out, you know what I mean? So we're gonna put in the work real. I ain't gonna lie, the work is gonna show. That discipline, that work ethic, all that shit's gonna show. When it comes to game time and scrimmages and all that, that shit's gonna show. So I'm planning on training and practicing right now for like about 2 hours. Then I'm gonna come back home. I'm gonna eat, hydrate myself, and then I'm gonna go into a different park. But yeah, man, it's a nice ass day today. We almost here, y'all. Bro, hopefully this shit not packed. I never came around this time, so I don't know how it's gonna look like. I'm gonna see y'all real soon.
All right, y'all. So I simply start off with these layup drills that always got my game right. Then I move on to these mid-range jump shots. Now these mid-range jump shots for me at being a guard is crucial. So I have to work on this every single day. I have to make 5 from each spot. And let's say if I'm on 4 and I miss, I gotta start all over again. So this little workout, I like to do on a daily, just for I could sharpen up my game, sharpen up my skills overall. Pull-up jumpers are crucial. Even floaters, very crucial for a guard, with the size that I have, yeah. to free throws. These free throws, man. Listen, I never see people working on these free throws like I do, bro. I'm a workhorse. I'm a straight up workhorse when it comes to these free throws. Like, bro, this is something that must be done every single day. And my goal, right? Like, my goal was only 10, you know? It was something light. My goal is just 10 free throws in a row, whatever, you know? I ended up hitting 43 free throws in a row, which is pretty solid. It's pretty solid, you know? I'm outdoor. I'm on a double rim, so it's pretty solid. Also, shooting on double rim really, really makes your shot, like, it makes your shot good. You know, it makes your shot very accurate. You know, it gets you better. So any advice that I could give, bro, practice on double rim. Double rim will get your shot right, bro. Whether it's mid-range, whether it's three-point shots, you know, anything. You know, you working on a double rim, and then you're working on a double rim, let's say, for 2 days straight, and then you go back to single rim one day to play, and your shot is going to be automatic, you know. It's going to be automatic. And y'all, man, I've been wanting to record so badly, man, at my college practices and stuff, but I don't know, I'm a little hesitant, you know. I practice twice a week with my team, but, you know, I'm still getting used to the camera, and I'm still getting used to everything, because I know I'm going to get a lot of attention when I go in there with the camera and stuff. But, man, I got to start doing that for y'all can see how the conditioning is and how it's going for me overall. And, you know, the level of playing in college, you know, is different. It's not like a men's league or any of these other leagues, you know. It's very different, man. I want y'all to see my growth. I want y'all to see that little by little I'm coming closer to my goals, man. For real. Like, when you put your mind into something, it ends up happening. For sure. Like, it's just manifesting. You know, if you want something, you know, how much work are you willing to put to get to that next level, to get where you need to be? You know, when things get hard, are you going to quit? Are you going to keep going? So that's basically my mentality, you know. Like, I'm a workhorse, you know. I'm going to keep working, you know. Like, look at this, bro. I finally missed 43 in a row. You know, I'm playing by myself. Like, me entretengo yo by myself. You know, that's what work ethic is. You know, I could play basketball by myself, shooting by myself for a few hours, literally. All right, y'all, so I think for my last workout, I'm finally working on my three-pointers. Now, the thing is, I end up taking so much more mid-range shots and free throws than three-pointers. So that's one thing that I gotta work on. Like, I'm working on everything, but I need to take more reps on my three-pointers, you know. I have to. You know, for free throws, I took like about 100 reps. For mid-range, I took like about maybe like 50 to 100. And I think for three balls, I think I only took maybe like 30 or 40 shots, if I'm not mistaken. And right here, my main goal is to hit 5 from each spot. You know, 5 all around, you know. Starting from the corner, that's 1. Then the wing, 2, 3, top, you know. So basically, that's how I was doing it. But yeah, y'all, this is, you know, a great workout. You know, the best workout for me is the workouts that are always by yourself, because that way you could really think about it and say, yo, damn, like, what do I need to work on? What do I need to get better on? You know? So, you know, I never see anybody work out like how I work out, man. I guess, you know, eventually, you know, you're going to see the difference between, you You know, the skill gap difference, like, you know, when you put in, especially when you putting in the work or something, you're gonna see, man.
So that workout was something light. No, I'm not trying to kill myself right now because I have to play again. So I've been out here for probably like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I'm gonna go home, take a little break, refresh, and then I gotta go grind again. So this little practice was just getting up shots. You know, my goal on the free throws was 10 in a row. I hit 43 in a row, not bad. I was working on the 3 balls, you know, all around, as y'all seen. Still trying to get consistent on that. It's double rim here, so, you know, if I can make it in double rim, it's gonna be a whole lot easier with single rim. What else? You know, my layups. My goal was 10 on both sides. I ended up hitting, I believe, like, I think 14 or 15 on each side. You know, it's not bad. You know, I'm working on my left still, so. As well as the mid-range shots, I did 5 from each spot. You know, it was pretty valid. So, yeah, y'all. Super hot day. But yeah, as y'all can see, man, it was a good workout. You know, I'm satisfied. You know, this is just I gotta keep grinding. I gotta get my shot right. You know, especially now that, you know, we in the summer and stuff. This is where you gotta work the most. You have to, because hey, if you don't work, man, you know, you're not gonna play right. You're not gonna play well. That's with anything in life. If you don't work for it, man, you're not going nowhere. So one thing about me, I'm gonna work my butt off, especially when it comes to this basketball stuff, you know. And trust me, the work gonna show. The work is definitely gonna show. When I'm scoring effortlessly and I'm going crazy, it's because of this practice, man. But I'll see y'all when I get there. Alright, so look, y'all, it's the following day. I forgot to record my outro after the drills and the practice. I just want to thank everybody for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm gonna have hella videos this summer. I'm gonna drop hella videos this summer, so y'all stay tuned for that. And yeah, man, I'm gonna just keep working, keep grinding. Like I told y'all, there's a lot of guards, so I gotta stand out. And it's just hard work gonna pay off. So yeah, make sure y'all like and subscribe.